Confirm if
Okay,
you can see my screen.
next set of a yes, you can see it.
Oh, great. I'm also using a device. Okay, I think this is good. All right. So thank you all for tuning in. By the way, the fact that out of the hundreds of persons that we're expecting, you are here today shows that you are really serious about your growth. So congratulate yourself. My name is Joe Tehile. Let me move fast. My name is Joe Tehile. I'm from Benue State, and you guys, or a number of you, know me as Blockchain Realtor. If you are meeting me for the first time, I know you are wondering what blockchain realtor means. If I recollect, the number of persons chatted me to find out. My screen is not even showing. Let me show my face. Okay, number of persons chatted me to find out what blockchain realtor is all about. So while I do my introduction, you will have an understanding. Well, as number one blockchain realtor, I am passionate about impact and leadership. I'm a candidate of several speaking organizations, Toastmasters, and other speaking organizations that come to mind. With 5 years plus experience in real estate sales and development, I've generated over $1 million in team sales. I've trained over 2,000 sales realtors, and I've assisted 20 plus families in property acquisition and liquidation. That's acquiring property and helping them to resell. And some of you might know that I was looking for the best word to use. Okay, I was head of associates in GTEX. I have also worked with Landway as well. And all companies I worked, I did exceedingly well. So I'm a lover of God. I cannot leave that part out. Then currently I am team lead at Blockchain Realty and Blockchain Realtor Community, a community that leverages blockchain, real estate, AI, and virtual reality to provide solutions to families, companies, and teams. So if you are wondering what blockchain realtor is, basically, this is the summary. We leverage these technologies to provide solutions. We have some infrastructures on ground as well. Other aspect would be I basically use these things to attract people in the crypto space as my major target audience. So that's me. But this session is not about me, it's about you. But be sure that you are going to get a very, very good. Now, I will encourage you to please get a writing material. My slide is very brief. Most of my slide is just one word that is there. So majority of the things I'll be sharing with you are not on the slide. I would encourage you to get a writing material. Good. I'm very excited when I want to talk about this topic, this next part. But once again, confirm you can hear me. Confirm you can hear me. Let me be sure to be sure you can hear me. The first thing I want to talk about is vision. Everyone type vision in the comment section. Vision, vision, vision. Type vision in the comment section. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Valoris. Great. Deborah, vision, valorize, global limited, vision. Vision, Previs, awesome. Vision, vision, vision. Everything begins with a vision. Many persons come into real estate, some out of fear of missing out. Everyone is going into real estate. This person just got a commission of maybe 1 million, 2 million. I also want to do real estate. And most times when the money is not coming, before you know it, they go out. But let me share my own story, how I came into real estate. That was 2019 lockdown period. I was working as a supervisor at a new construction company. That company will print, we process beans flour, yam flour, cassava flour, and the likes. And most times I could be in the factory where they are grinding till 11 p.m., 12 p.m. All those flour will be all over my body. I'm going to do it but I was not finding fulfillment in what I was doing there. And so my heart started to say, I was well paid, there was accommodation, I never lacked food, I never lacked money. But my heart was like, this is not, I'm not seeing myself doing this for long term. And so I started to think deep. And I remember when I was 10, 11, I can still remember, I usually walk past a field. I was born in Badagry, by the way. And while passing there, I used to look at the lands. The land, there's land here. Then after the land, there's what I'd be like. I would like to own this kind of massive land in future, develop and maybe attract people for tourist attraction. So that picture came to mind again. And before you knew it, I started applying for jobs, and I found myself in Landway. That was real estate company. Some of you might know the company. So we came in Landry, and there's this feeling you get to a place, and in the spirit of your spirit, you say, "This is exactly where I've always wanted to be." Yes, the prices they were calling for properties, I did not know where I would get customers from. However, I just had that conviction I was in the right place. This will take me to my, this aligns with my long-term vision. That's why I call it vision. So the question I would like to ask you is, what is your vision? Now, if you want to write, I want you to write what, not in the comment section in your notes. Your vision is what? What exactly do you want for yourself? Because if you don't have a clear vision of why you are doing this real estate business, in the next 1 year, you'll be doing something else. You will sell shoes, you will sell bags. I will not lie to you, there was a time when sales was very low at the beginning of my career that I started to sell glasses. I started to, digressions from different things. Yeah, and that was also the period where, okay, came into, I was doing cryptocurrency, blockchain and all before I even came into real estate. So there were times where I would digress and just let me do cryptocurrency sometime. However, when your vision is clear, one way or the other, you will still come back to it. So eventually, I now have to find a way to align everything I did into one vision, which is real estate, and still found a way to bring in other things that I was passionate about. So this is also an advice. This is not part of the session, but if you are passionate about so many things, right, decide the one that will give you the most results. However, find a vision statement, vision and mission statement that connects all your multiple passions into one. And that was how I came with the concept, leverage, blockchain, real estate, AI, virtual reality to provide solutions. Do you understand? So basically everything I'm passionate about is in that one line statement. Behind that statement, there's our mission, then there's our goal, there's our targets and all. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? As a realtor, if you do not have a long-term vision, there is a way sales drought. Sales drought is the season where sales not coming, will hit you. And before you know it, you are doing something else. Before you know it, you are out of the real estate business. Before you know it, you get a job. But if the vision is there, even when you get a job, your heart will still be in alignment with your real estate vision. Number one vision. So I said the first thing is what? What exactly do you want for yourself in this real estate business? What type of realtor or real estate professional do you see yourself? In your development of vision, you want to find three persons. Number one, the person who is far above you, long term, in 10 years' time, this is this man in the real estate industry that I would like to model my business, or at least some aspect of my business in alignment with his own. The second person under this vision is someone that is like in your level, but not too far from you. The person is doing very well, but and you feel like if I move a little closer, I could get to their level. The person is close to you. Like even right now, if you do those things, you get there. Find that person. Then there's you, and then there are people looking up to you. You also want to, the truth is, this real estate business is not a business you do alone. You want to have a team. You want to have friends who are also passionate about real estate. There are days where you don't have transport money to take a client for inspection. Those friends will come through for you. This session is meant to be short, so I cannot stay so much here. But you need to find those three persons. Someone 10 years that looks like the 10 years of your vision, someone that looks like the 1 year of your vision, and someone that you would like to bring along. That's number one. Your words. And in addition to your words, I would like to add that you add your why. Do you understand? Add your why. Why do you want that vision? Say you want to make $1 million in the next 5 years. Why do you want $1 million? Because if the why is not strong and clear enough, when challenges hit you left and right, you will settle for any job that just comes in. But when that why is clear, is it family? Is it for your children that are yet to be born? Is it the fact that you do not want your children to be born in the same circumstance, country, or environment that you were born? That's why we fuel you on days that things are very, very difficult to move forward. Now, before I move to the next topic, under vision is the word desire. Desire is the word I talked about. So what exactly do you want? That should be clear and detailed. Like, what exactly do you want? If that question is for you to answer, when you have when that desire is clear, you want to refuel that desire every day. Why? They say weak desires produce weak results. You want to write that down in your notes or in the comment section. Weak desires produce weak results. Some people have a vision, somewhat of a vision, but it's not clear. And so life's challenges and distractions can easily pull them and help them scatter their energies. Over time, 1 year passes, 2 year passes, 2 year pass, and they are still in the same place. Your desire. For you to sharpen your desire, you need to revisit it every single day. Revisit your desire every day. The mind forgets things very easily. Life can make you forget things easily, but when you can revisit your desire over and over and over again, trust me, faith starts to come. Your mind starts to attract people, materials, places, environments that are in alignment with that desire that will help you in line with that desire. I hope you got that part. Thank you, Mr. Jake. Okay, so once you have made your desire clear, right? The next thing is for you to decide. Decide that you will do whatever it takes. Most people in the real estate business are doing what everyone else is doing. They have not made up their mind that they want to be excellent. If you listen to professionals, they will tell you that they made a decision that this real estate business, I will be very good at it. And that decision will fuel their action every single day. But until you make that decision, you will still post today and tomorrow you will not post. You will still reach out to contacts today and tomorrow you will not reach out because you've not made that strong desire and that strong decision. And it is the people who make the decision to be top percent. They usually eat 80% of the money in their sector or in their industry, whichever angle you decide to focus on. They eat 80% of the money. And then they leave 20% for the struggling realtors, the other 80% of struggling realtors to struggle for. 20% of realtors are usually among the top salespersons, and they eat 80% of the real estate money, real estate commissions. They get the best commissions, they enjoy the incentives. If they are travel incentives, they go for the best travel. If they are phone work, they get all those things. Decide that you want to be the top from today. Once that decision is clear, it fuels your determination. It fuels your determination. So I took my time here. I can spend all day talking about this topic. The next aspect is your mindset. Because once your vision is clear, but your mindset has not accepted that vision, what you are doing is you are putting new wine into old wine skins. Did you get that? What you are doing is you have a new wine, a new vision that is totally different from your current reality. A life, a vision of abundance, of options, of opportunity that is different from your current reality. Until you build your mindset to accommodate that vision, it will be like you are pouring water into a basket. So how do you build your mindset to accommodate your vision? Before I go to how, most people, when they created their vision, they run into action. They tried it. They say, okay, this person did this. Let me try this. This person posted video. Let me do videos. This person has been going live every day. Let me go live every day. This person has been running ads. Let me run ads. What happened is because they have not built their mindset. When those things don't work, they easily throw those things away, forgetting that those people did that thing at a particular time without results for a long time before the thing started bringing out results. Did you get that? So how do you build your mindset? I'm going to give you a very simple process. I'm going to do a very simple process. I'm writing down as I'm expecting you to write down. Number one, affirmations. Affirmations. After affirmation is, you can call it meditation, visualization, imagination, whichever one. So after affirmation is, let's use the word imagination. I love that word, imagination. And then after imagination is action. Remember, you already have a vision. So in your imagination, your meditation, your visualization, you want to make the commitment to revisit it every day. Most people set a goal at the beginning of the year. By by February, they might try January ginger. By February, most of them have forgotten the goals they set because they only set it at the end of the year. If you only visit your goals at the end of the year or at the beginning of the year, you don't really want those things. You are just going with the flow of new year, new me. If you really have a vision, you will revisit it every single day of your life. In your either in your imagination, either on your phone, either you write it somewhere that every day when you enter your room, you see it, or you write it on your phone. So about it. So you want to, and what happens is, I'll be a bit fast now. Please, let's take all the questions at the end. I'll be a bit fast now because of time, so please pay attention. After imagination, you want to write statements of the future reality that you want in present tense. So let's take, for example, I am so, this thing looks like, oh, it's cliche, but people don't do it persistently enough, consciously enough for it to have effect. You do it, just like you going to the gym, you want to have muscle, and so you go to the gym and day one you do 100 press up and you want the muscle to stay at once. No, you do it whether you are seeing result or not. To show up at the gym, you press up. This is what you are doing with your mindset. You are building a strong mind. So in visualization and meditation, you do this every single day. Decide that you wake up early and just sit still. Revisit what you have said, affirm it in present tense. So I wanted to give you an example of affirmation. I am so happy and grateful. I am a multi-millionaire. If it's 2030, 2010, sorry, if it's 2030, I made $1 million in profits from real estate. You want to say it in prayer. I am so happy and grateful. Today, 2030, I made $1 million in profit from real estate. Affirm it, feel it. It will fuel your action for that day. So that's the aspect of affirmation and imagination. The next part is action. So this action part now is, see, trust me, doing that alone, the ideas will be coming in your mind in an unusual way. You will attract the books you should read. You will attract the courses you should attend. You will attract the circle, the association or group or club you should be in for you to align with the right people that will lead you towards your vision. Simply because you are affirming it. There is no much time to go into the nitty-gritty of what imagination and affirmations does and how it influences action. So, but however, when you get ideas, you want to ensure that you act. Don't overthink it. Success likes speed. The universe likes speed. God likes speed. You want to write that down. Success likes speed. So when you get an idea, don't overthink it. Don't use your present circumstance situation to judge yourself. Act on it. Act on it. Your mind say, reach out to this person, reach out. Okay, so once that mindset is strong and you are constant, it's not a one-time thing. You want to constantly improve on your mindset. Remember, I said imagination and affirmation will help you start attracting books, clubs, communities, courses that you should read. Commit yourself to doing it. And that's where the next part comes in, skill sets. Those things that you start attracting, you will put your mind to study those skills. You will decide that you want to learn how to close. Because some of us might even some of us here might be able to get leads or been getting leads, people show interest, but you are not just being able to make them bring the money. So um I will still talk about closing and subsequent speakers talk about closing. But under skill sets, if you want to be a super realtor, remember our topic here is mindset of super realtor. The most important skills that you want to master are four. There are four skills. It is not video editing. It is not graphics design. It is not content creation. It is not social media management. Those skills are good. But let me tell you, for super realtors, huh, the skills you want to master, number one is delegation. Please write that down. Number one is delegation. Those other things I mentioned that realtors know, I need to shoot video every day, I need to edit video, I need to post. It is overwhelming if you are doing all those things and you still want to close deals. So delegation will save you a lot of stress. I don't know how old you are or how long you've been in the real estate business, but you have people that look up to you. You have students that perhaps they are around you. Some of them just finished secondary school, some of them just finished university. Can you have a conversation with them and say, oh, what skill do you want to learn? If you pay 1,000 for them to learn video editing, graphics design, pay it. Let them know that once in a while you support them with data. Let them manage your graphic design. That way you can get someone to manage your social media, manage your video editing, manage your graphic design, all those things. So you will focus on the next part. The next part of most important skill you want to manage, master as a super realtor is automation. Once you have those things, find a way, either you put them in a group that once you have done video, you just send it, they edit the video for you. The person that is to post carries it and posts. So it's more like yours is to shoot video since you're at the face of the ground. Every other thing about posting out, running ads are being taken care of because you have properly mastered delegation to that level. The next part, I said delegation, automation. So basically, once you master delegation, it's easy for you to automate. After automation, I think I would have said this one first. The first one is supposed to be elimination, the ability to say no. You need to know that no, it's not every book I should read. No, it's not every event I should attend. No, it's not everything I should say yes to. No, it's not everything I should give my time to. It's not every movies I should watch. You need to, that skill is not very easy. Most people find it hard to say no. But the best part is you want to learn to say no without explanation. Elimination is meant to come first, but fine. Please learn how to say no. Know the things that they are not for you. You are a super realtor. Do not get, this is the word that you need. Try as much as possible not to be the one working in the business. In this real estate business, you don't want to be the one working in the business, the video editing, the posting, the social media management, the graphic design, the lead generation, even ads. But you can learn that part to at least have basic knowledge on this thing. But you don't want to be the one working in the business. The skill you want to master is working on the business. How do you scale? How do you grow? How do you learn that you have to have much of your time for yourself? If you are able to master these three skills, two things will happen. Simplification. The things you have to do to stand out consistently will become simple. Simplification. After that is closing. It is not easy for you to now focus on closing or talking to customers that you are able to bring from all the other things you have dedicated. You are talking to those customers. Over time, you also want to start attracting people that you will teach how to close. You can give them leads and they will close successfully. So you constantly work on growing your business. Yes, there's a third thing, when you master skill set, consistency becomes easy. You cannot be consistent if you are the one editing your video, doing your graphic design, posting on your social media, managing 7 social media platforms. You will wear out. Okay. Once you are able to do those things, the next aspect that is important for you to master is lead generation. Currently, our community is studying fanatical prospecting. The difference between you that is struggling with real estate sales and the person that is constantly closing is lead generation. Some of you have one client that has shown interest and you have been on that client since last month, and let this client pay. Why not you master the ability of getting new leads every single day? Why? Why don't you decide that you will always get leads every day? Reach out to people every day. There is no this lead generation sounds simple, but it's not easy. And there is no mago about it. You have to do what you have to do. You have to reach out to prospects. You have to prospect either physically or virtually, combine both. A successful realtor daily attracts new customers. If you are getting new customers every day, trust me, you'll not be worried that that client of last week has not responded to you. You will follow up quite all right, but your mind will not die on him or her. So decide. So this aspect is where some of us said that we had challenge, lead generation. We have trainers that will talk about this, but I will talk about five quickly. Number one, you can generate leads through content. Number two, you can generate leads from events or outdoor networking. Yeah. Number three, those of you that are looking for high quality content. My time is up. You know the kind of events you go to, you know the kind of clubs, associations you go to for to get people physically. I've mentioned content, right? I've mentioned event. The third one is DMs, cold DMs. Will you send DMs to people? Don't say you don't have contacts with Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok. But let's use Facebook and LinkedIn. Can you go to people's DM, write a short message, introduce yourself? If you decide every day you send, every week you send 100 DMs, the ratio that you will close at least one sale is very high. You don't have to send 100 in a day. You can do 10, 20 every single day. New leads. You always see people that you can connect with, send friend connection request, they accept. But for them to accept, they will come and check your profile. You need to also make sure your profile is up to par and you also post valuable content. So DMs, code DMs, WhatsApp, code DMs work as well. On Facebook, you don't have quality people, you don't have quality followers. Start deleting followers and deleting friend people that are not, they don't look like they have money, and intentionally start sending friend requests to people who have the money. Do that. Do that and you will have yourself to thank. So once you have I mentioned three now. Who can help me with the three that I've mentioned? But let me just go because of time. Number one is content, whichever place. Number two, outdoor markets. Number three, DMs, cold DMs, right? Number four is cold call. Lead generation is beyond DMs. When you send message over time, if you're able to get contact, whichever method you use, you want to call. This call shortens your time of closing. It's easy to ignore someone on chat, but it's not easy to ignore someone once you have them on call. For the reason why most people don't call is they don't know what to say, they are not sure. Watch videos. Watch videos. There are a number of videos on YouTube that will help you on cold calling. Then finally, ads. Ads to me is your part of them all. So ads come in aspect of social media ads, maybe Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, whichever platform you want to use, or local listing sites. That's where Nigerian Property Center comes in. Buy let leave coming, Nigerian property products. To me, Nigerian property center still the topmost part of or the best or most efficient of them all. Mind you, whether it's ads, whether it's local listing, whichever one you want to do, they will not give you results immediately. What you are doing in lead generation, once you have started getting the leads, you want to use this formula. I believe some of you have this sales funnel formula already. Attention, interest, decision, and action. You acquire leads by getting their attention, either whichever method of the five I have mentioned. You when you have gotten their attention and you are able to have interaction with them, you qualify them by knowing their interests. What do they want to buy? How soon are they looking to buy? Those questions, you have that. You help them to move to a decision by suggesting to them, giving them value, suggesting this one is better than this, get this property instead of this property, help them to move decision, and then finally help them to pay the money, the action part. There is no sales in my distance because if you do this lead generation and this sales funnel sales will come. Are we together? Sales will come. Then finally, closing. This is actually my last slide. So I'm talking about closing my presentation at the same time closing the client. So you learn how to close by asking questions and listening actively and talking less. Three things: talk less, ask questions, listen actively, use the things that the person has said to close them. Please always ask the question, ask the right questions. Some of us are very good at marketing. So someone messaged now he's interested in getting one of our property, Choice Farm Abeokuta yesterday. And on if it was myself before, the next time I ask, oh, thank you. Do you have information about the property? I'll start rambling about the property. But I have learned. And so it made the person message me. The thing I asked the person was, how many plots or acres are you looking to buy? Do you understand? So all those plenty talk was not necessary because to me the person has seen the property and all that stuff. So when the person answered, okay, this is it, and I asked, okay, can we? It was chat. Can we hop on the call? We hopped on the call. I asked the person, right? I'm trying to remember after was a particular question I asked the person. Okay, great. I said, yeah, I believe you've seen all the information on the property and all. Do you have any questions? Please ask. And so that no. I've remembered. The question I asked the person was, what inspired you to want to buy this property? What inspired you to want to buy this property? That question, that person spoke for like 30 minutes. And I did not say a word also. I was just acknowledging. If I did not hear, if I get correctly, he said this. The person talked for 30 minutes, opened themselves up and everything. So that conversation and now got to, okay, this is how much they have. Then when we talk, the next question I asked was, how much are you looking to pay for this property? Now, how much do you have to make deposit? You don't say now. I said yes, now. He said, no, I don't have money right now, but I'm looking at next week, I will gather it and blah, blah, blah. We talked about initial deposit, we talked about farming, we talked about so many things. Eventually, we circulated, this is the exact property plot you want to buy. This is how much you are depositing this week, this particular day. And that was the end of the conversation. If it was me before, I will talk until I talk the client out. But this time around, I had the person talking all. So more of the coming speakers will talk in details about sales, closing, lead generation. I believe the person speaking is how to build authority fast tomorrow. So thank you very much for listening to my session. Once again, I remain your number one blockchain realtor. Thank you. So we take the questions now. If you have questions, I'll be looking through the comment section. You can also raise your hand to unmute and speak.
You.
Mr. Jake, over to
Thank
you.
you so you. Thank you so much. Let's station. I'll drop some emojis, fire emojis, clapping, bomb, fast. You cannot be and get value and not just show appreciation. Don't be ungrateful. That's the problem. That's why Jesus said, "Go and be made whole." Those ones that just took the knowledge, took the information, took the healing. They did not see manifestation. It was just one time thing. But when you show appreciation, it stakes. Not out to personally and be like, "I have this problem. I have this," and he would gladly with his whole heart give it to you. So thank you so much, Mr. Joe. Thank you so much for the massive value. So aside from the information we've gotten, I hope these are things we're going to run on with. I know a lot of us are experts here, a lot of us are professionals, while some of us are aspiring to be, some are learning, improving. So there are things, all these things you've learned, even the ones that you've done it before, you want to be able to what? You want to be able to look for how you can improve it. That's why we are here. Some of us here professionals in what we are doing, looking at how we are going to improve. We want to improve in everything we are doing. Me now, I have to go and this my vision. Now I have to revisit it, just like Mr. Joe have said. You need to revisit your vision often. You need to think about your desires, how you are going to align it together, your decisions, your mindset. Delegation is very important. This is not something I'm struggling with. Everybody has 1 million social media page they want to 1 million prospects, but you need to be able to delegate every your task so it will help you. So thank you so much, Mr. Joe. Really appreciate the massive value. That's why we call you the blockchain, not just blockchain Realtor, Agba, blockchain Realtor. Thank you so much. So please, if you have questions,
Thank you. Do we have questions?
Did anybody speak? If you have questions, please feel free to unmute yourself and share. Please let's hear your voice and let's interact. No questions. Remember, we want to stick to time, so we would wrap up everything on time. Everybody can run, go on to their various activities for the day and also go and implement what they've learned today. Okay. In the absence of no, I think we're going to be moving on to we'll be closing
One
to
that
the
there was someone that raised their hand earlier. I cannot remember. The person's name started
oh
with
uh,
N.
I, Anita, please if you have any unmute
So
unmute
that
and
we know what
ask
to use.
question.
Okay, so before
So if
before the questions come in, I just want to emphasize how many of us
okay,
went through the rectangle website. For those of us that joined the group, how many of us? You can type in the comment section and say yes, yes, yes. If you went through the rectangle website, if you did not say no, no, no in the comment section, quickly, quickly,
yes.
quickly, yes, 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 no. Okay. So, oh, great, Mr. Moses. Thank you. Okay. So, okay, awesome. No, 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 no. Okay. Mr. Moses, please, would you like to share what you understood when you visited the website? Just very shortly.
All right. Viewing through it, I saw a lot of things, and one of the things that stood out to me was that most real estate companies are just focusing on renters. They have streamlined real estate to just be come and buy land, and then we help you find any house that you want to rent and all. But when I viewed through it, I saw a lot of things, and personally, I was inspired because I saw a lot relating to how the company can help out, even in project management, even in construction, even in training, and this academy that is part of what they are offering, sales, consulting. I mean, it was really holistic, and I told myself that for a company to be offering these specialized services, it shows that they know what they are doing and they are ready to redefine the scope of real estate. So I got good perception, and I even had to send this to some persons to help me view through it. And it's beautiful, and being part of the brand through this training, I intend getting to learn more about their offerings and also possibly to be part of the organizations at large. So it's lovely. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. So I want to believe that the reason why we do not have questions is because you guys have a lot to go and think about and go and plan for your business. I want to believe that. Okay. So I understand that they'll be recording after the 14 days, but the recordings are going to be paid. So please do as much as possible not to miss the coming days. Mo, please ask your question. Modibo. Modibo, is that your name? Maudibo.
Yeah, Mojibo actually. So the first
Oh, nice.
pronunciation was Mojibo. Yeah, thank you, sir.
So,
Big
sorry, before
appreciation
you
to
ask
you.
your question, what country is that?
I'm from Nigeria actually, but it's Fulani. Yes, a Fulani name. I don't know if you can hear me, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can hear you. Although we are
Yeah, it's a
straining to
Fulani
hear
name,
you.
sir.
Better.
Yeah,
I think
yeah, yeah. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. So it's not really much of a question, more like a appreciation. Thank you, sir, for the session and for the access. Thank you, Mr. Jake, for the hosting of it. I think you answered a question I've been like asking consistently. I've been asking you consistently, which is goal setting. So I think what the challenge I've been having is, not revisiting the vision and like going over it like over and over again. So I think that is where um my challenge has been coming from. And thank you, sir, for this amazing session. And I hope for us to do more business together. And you mentioned we networking with people that we are looking up to. So I hope you are going to always be open for me to reach
Yeah,
out to
so
you
this is
and
my
seek your
information
counsel.
and everything.
Yeah,
By the
thank you
way, if
very
you
much,
want to
sir.
join our community, just send me a WhatsApp message to the number on the screen.
I'll send you a message, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. So over to you, Jake. I have to catch another meeting by 12. Thank you all and you have a great day.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
sir.
much, Mr. Thank you everybody for joining. We really appreciate you. Catch you on tomorrow.
Thank you, sir, Mr. Jake, for hosting this beautiful session. We really appreciate your
Modern
effort.
was hosted by Rectangle.
Yeah, but still, you're still part of the administration. So, still, regardless, appreciation to
Thank
Rectangle,
you.
and
Thank
thank you for being a part of the team, sir.
you so much. Appreciate your attendance. Don't miss tomorrow's session. Tomorrow's session is going to be, we're going to be learning from Mr. Moses. He's going to be teaching Mr. Moses okay, actually, and he's going to teach about authority. Building authority is very important. Please let's not miss tomorrow. I can't wait as well. Mr. Moses, thank you so much. Bye.